question that's come up to us recently is about a thing called Statute of Repose. Another word for it is a statute of non-claim. And people don't understand what that is often. And it's similar to something called a statute of limitations, which I think a lot of people are familiar with. And I wanted to distinguish between the two because while they are similar and they serve similar purposes, there are some distinctions that are important to keep in mind when you think you may have a potential case. So a statute of limitations, the time clock starts going when the date of the injury to the potential plaintiff or the victim. Whereas a statute of repose starts running from the date of the action that eventually caused or may have caused said injury. So it's a little more favorable for defendants, and while statute of limitations and statutes of repose are things that create a cutoff or a deadline for which a claim can be filed, the thing that starts them is different. An example of this would be in a construction defect type situation. Maybe a building is built and there's some type of defect on the premises that 20 years down the line causes an injury to somebody. Well, the statute of limitations would start running on the day of that injury, but there was a statute of repose in effect that starts running from the day that the action of the building the defect was created. So something that far out, you would not be able to bring a claim on it and recover because depending on the context, the statute of repose is going to be a shorter time. So I say that to say that it's important that if you think that you've been injured through not your fault, through someone else's fault, it's important to act on that quickly because there are different deadlines in place as to when you can or can't bring an action on that claim.